Hi, welcome to an Autodesk Fusion 360 video tutorial. I want to do the hook, which I did before in CATIA and NX. So switch to patch and start with a sketch, maybe right on this plane. I need a circle. Diameter should be 17. Another circle. Diameter should be 45. And another circle, diameter should be 300, and move this over here and make these 2 points aligned horizontal, and these 2 should be tangent. I need another circle. Diameter is 8. There should be a dimension from this point to that point, which should be 40. Now make these 2 circles tangent. Okay. Need another circle. Maybe like this. Okay. Make these tangent, this one and that one, and align that point with this point horizontal. Okay. Now I could trim. I need a rectangle. It should be 10 by something. Let's change this to construction. Align these points and make this coincident and that one as well. Now let's trim. And that's my first sketch. Yes. Stop sketch and go for the next one. Next one should be a sketch on that plane. It should be a circle. Okay. Align these 2 points. Come on. Really? Okay. Now I need this point, so I go for project include. I need this point and repeat include that point, and now this one and that should be coincident, and this one and that circle as well. Now I need some lines. 1, 2, and like this. Coincident. There should be a dimension. This should be 45 degrees, and this should be perpendicular. Now let's trim. Okay, and make these for construction only. Okay, now I want to break this circle, so go for break. Once, repeat, break, repeat, break. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4 elements for this circle. Very nice. Stop the sketch. Then I need another plane, and it's with an offset to this plane. Distance should be 10. Again a circle. Let's take a look. This point and that point should be aligned. Then I need to include this point and that point. Coincident and coincident. Now I have to divide this circle the same way as this one. So 1 and okay. This should be coincident. There should be a dimension. That's 45, and this one and that one should be perpendicular. Okay, now let's trim. And make these for construction only. Okay, now let's break. This circle here, here, and here. Okay, stop the sketch. Then I need another sketch on that plane. I need some circles. Diameter should be 4. Another one 4. Another one 2. Another one 2. Now let's align these. 1, 2, 1, 2. And would be nice to make them symmetric. So I have to include the axis. And that should be this one. Make this for construction. Now I could make it symmetric. Symmetry. This circle, that circle to that axis, and this circle and that circle to that axis as well. Now give it some dimensions. This should be 5. This should be 4. Seems this is not symmetric, so try it once again. This circle and that circle should be symmetric to that line, yes. Okay, now I need some more circles, so maybe like this. Make it tangent to both of these circles. Okay, and give it a dimension. This should be 100. Okay, another circle. Okay, again make it tangent to both. 1, 2. Give it a dimension. The dimension should be 200. Then another circle, diameter 40. Another one over here, and again 40. Just move it over here. This one over there, and again make it tangent here, here, over there, and here as well. Okay, now I can trim. This, and this should go away and that should go away. Let's check. I think I lost the tangency right here, so bring it back. Okay, nice. And then I need 2 points. So go to include 3D geometry, and I need this one. Nope. I would need an intersect from this curve. Okay, and from this one. Okay. Now let's move this a little bit down. Maybe hide the other sketches for a moment. Okay, now move this a bit down, okay, and show the other sketches. Now this point and that line should be coincident, and this point and that line should be coincident as well. Stop the sketch. Now I got all my sketches. Now I need some 3D splines. How to get these? First, you have to go to your account, to the preferences, to the design, and then activate this option. Allow 3D sketching of lines and splines. Then, if you go to spline, choose any plane you want, you can catch the points and draw 3D splines. So let's start maybe with this one. Catch this point and catch this point. Confirm. Next one goes from this point over here to that point up to this point. Confirm. Oh, that's a mistake. I didn't want to close it, so repeat spline from this point to that one to this one and confirm. Go over here, repeat spline from this point to that point up to this point. Confirm. And another one from this point to that one up to this one and confirm. Now these splines have to be edited, and that's a little bit tedious, but you have to do it anyway. To make these splines and these points tangent to the normal to this plane, I will draw some construction lines. So go for line and go to the point and move it a little bit up and down, and you see you get a snap. Make it, let's say, 10. Okay. Repeat line over here. Again 10. Repeat the line over here. Make it 10 again. Repeat it. 10. Same over here. Repeat line. No. That's the angle, and I don't need the angle. The angle should be 0. And the length should be 10. Okay? Repeat. Repeat. And repeat once again. Maybe there is a different way, but I have not figured out one. Please always remember, I'm using this program maybe for the 10th time, so there's still something to learn even for me. Okay, now let's make these lines for construction only. Okay, and now give it tangency, make it tangent. So from this line to that spline, from this line to that spline, from this line to that spline, from this line to this spline, same over here, line, spline, line, spline, line, spline, and line, spline. Okay, now I have to edit the splines in these points as well, so let's do it. So go to the spline, go to the point, go to this point and activate the tangent handle, and now move the point a little bit, let's say 0.5 should do the trick. Then go to the spline, to that handle, activate it, and again move it a little bit up, and again it should be 0.5. Go to the other side and do the same. So go to the spline and that point, activate the handle and move it. So it's minus 0.5. Yeah. And over here as well, activate the handle, move it, again minus 0.5. Okay, so now stop the sketch, and now I could do my lofts. So you could try to do it in one loft altogether, but I will make it in 4 lofts. I need another curve and I don't get this curve, so I will make an extrude and use the edge of this extrude here and here. So go for an extrude. Okay, select that's not possible. I want only to select. It's possible. Just deactivate chaining, select this one and that one, make an extrude, maybe to the side, make it 5, doesn't matter. And the same with this one. Again, make an extrude, deactivate the chaining and use this one and that one. Make it again an extrude, make it 5 and confirm. Okay, let's hide sketch 1. Now I could start and do my lofts. Okay, go to Loft, deactivate the chain selection, select this and then select this one, that one and that one. Okay, and then this one. Nice. Now I need the rails. One rail should be this one. One rail should be this one. And one rail should be the edge of this extrude. So activate the chain selection and okay, and hide this extrude. That's the one. Okay, next stop. Another loft and deactivate the chain selection and use this arc, then use this arc, a line and that arc, and select this arc. Then go to the rails, activate the chain selection, one rail is this one, another one is this one over there, and the edge of this extrude, which is this one, and confirm. Hide the extrude. Very nice. Now you could do the loft with these sections and these two rails, or the other way around, use this one as section, that one as section, then you can make a nice tangent, or even better surface. Or you could use this as section, that as section, and these three as rails, and I will go for this option. So let's check it out. Go to Loft. That's the first section. That's the second section. And now go to the rails. Deactivate chain selection. Go to rails and select this one, that one, and this one. And there you can change it to direction, and there as well. Let's confirm and take a look. Yeah, looks nice. Okay, same over here. Go to Loft, first profile, second profile, go to the rails, deactivate chain selection, this one, and that one, and make it direction and direction, and confirm. Now I could stitch these together. Go to stitch and stitch this, that surface, that surface, and this one. Nope. Confirm. And I missed one right here, so go to, that's this one, and give it that rail as well. Okay. Looks good. So show sketch 1, and I need a sketch, or I could even change sketch 1, yeah, and give it a line from that point to this point. Stop the sketch. Now I need a plane at an angle, and the angle should be 90 degrees. Now let's make a circle on that plane. So go for a sketch on that plane. Draw a circle. And I have to include 3D geometry. This point and that point. Now make it coincident, and this should be coincident already. Okay, now let's go for another loft. So loft, that's one profile. Deactivate chain selection. Come on, I need this circle, and I need this. I need chain selection for this one. Okay. Now change profile 2, this one to direction. And I would need some rails. So deactivate chain selection, go to select this one, take this curve right here, and no, that's not possible. That's crazy. Sometimes it's really crazy. So maybe I make 2 new sketches. So I make a sketch right here, and I include only this curve. Stop sketch, make a new sketch again on that plane, and again include this curve. Stop sketch. Now let's try it once again. Go to a loft, select this circle, select this circle, make this one direction, and give it the rails. That's one rail, and that's the other rail. Confirm. Now I could stitch this together. Stitch this surface to that surface. Confirm. And I could hide these. And I even could hide this one. And I want to close this with the surface. So maybe show this one, and I need a point. So let's go to sketch 1 and put a point right here. Stop sketch. And now I want to make a loft and use this edge and the second profile should be that point. Change this to point tangent. Make this one smooth to the surface, and I could try to no, let's stay with 1 and confirm. Hide the sketch and stitch these together. Confirm. So another lengthy video, and I had to find some workarounds. Hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, give it a like or a comment down below. If you want to see more, there will be more. Next I will try to do this, I think, in SolidWorks. So see you to the next one. Bye bye.